Would you disclose how much you're making on OnlyFans?
Um, I'm like I can say what my best month was. It's not.
Sure.
I think my like obviously, it's still good money. I think in my best month I made about.
Our guest today is simply killing it. She started off by doing not safe for work Twitch gameplay, then completely took off with her jovial personality on Facecam, while also dabbling with her fan favorite hot tub streams. She's an embodiment of the successful 21st century e-girl with over 250 or 40,000, 100,000 followers. What am I saying? She is loved all over the world and continues to grow her amazing brand. Please welcome ShyPhoebe, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
How are you
Thanks for
today?
having me. Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Good, very good. What is this accent?
So I'm originally from Austria, so I'm German, and I moved to the UK, and I have a little bit of Canadian in my family, so
Oh, really?
it's like a mix and match, pretty much.
Wow.
It's a little
You're
bit
a mutt.
stuffed.
All over the place. Cool. Well, why did you go from Austria to UK?
So I got a spot in college here, and I wasn't accepted into university in Austria, so I just came here.
Is
And-
it easier to get in the UK or?
Yeah, and also it was just better. Like all the opportunities and stuff, it's just better here. So yeah, it was an easy choice to be honest, and I like it more here than back in Austria. It was a little bit boring.
Boring.
So, yeah.
We say hello to all the Austrians out there.
Sorry.
So you went to university in the UK.
Yeah.
What did you study?
Yeah.
College.
So I became a teacher for small children, so I can teach children from age 0 to 7 years of age. Yeah.
Primary,
yeah.
like elementary school.
Yeah, that's nursery. Nursery to primary school.
True. Okay.
Yeah.
Because here it's like 0 to 5. I'm in Montreal, Canada.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's nursery school, and then elementary school actually starts at 5
Right.
to
yeah.
what, 12ish?
It's I'm still not very familiar with the school system here, to be honest, because it's very very different to what the school system is in Austria, so I still don't like fully understand it.
So did you? I mean, you studied it. Did you ever do it?
Yeah, I worked there for like 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I don't
Like,
know.
I'm not making enough money.
No, it's not. To be honest, it's one of the most like underpaid jobs for what the job is about. So yeah, but also I have like really like bad problems with my back, and small children, and going down constantly is it's bad for your back. So I was having like issues with my back, so I was like, oh yeah, I don't want to do this anymore.
Like, I'm gonna sit all day
Yeah.
being on Twitch and on instead, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I got a kid in nursery school or at the nursery. I know what it is, and it's a really tough job, and I'm totally underpaid. So if there's any teachers listening to us today, I salute you. You guys are amazing, and yeah, like it's a very difficult job and very like necessary job as well, right?
Which also it's a problem because as you said, it is necessary, and I know because I've spoken with them, and like there's a lot of people that are just quitting it because they're just not appreciated or they're not getting paid good enough, so they're just leaving.
I mean, in some cases, yeah, for sure. And in some cases, especially in high schools and stuff like that, like depending on the high school you land on, it can be very, very difficult, almost like violent in many cases.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like they can throw stuff, and I've heard stories teachers getting stabbed, and it's pretty crazy. It's
especially nuts. The older I think the children are getting, it's like the worst. Like they're in a specific age, they're quite bad. Yeah.
So, all right, you've studied that, but you've done it a little bit.
Yeah.
Then you moved on to become ShyPhoebe.
Yeah.
what was the first thing you've done in terms of content creation online?
So I think it was in 2019, I think. I was working back then. I was still working retail actually, which was really bad, trying to figure something out what to do with my life pretty much. And I tried to apply for unis and stuff, and I knew someone that knew about Reddit, and I was like, they were like, "Oh, look, all these girls are posting on Reddit and they're making like money with it." And I was like, well, I kind of need money right now because I can't find a job. So I just
I'm a girl.
Yeah, I'm a girl. So I just did that, and yeah, it just happened. Like I started being like with not showing my face anywhere, and like Reddit and Instagram and Twitter and all of that. And then at some point, I think like 2 years ago or something, I started my Twitch channel. Yeah, and at first I was going without my face. I remember I was playing a lot of VR because I had like the big VR headset, which I can hide my face with. And then eventually, I just did like a face reveal, I guess. Yeah, and here we are. I was very scared and like nervous, but I think it was good. Like I had a lot of viewers because I advertised it on like my pages as well, on like Reddit and stuff. So people were interested. They were curious what I look like, I guess. Yeah.
Of course. I mean, I guess they saw everything else.
Yeah.
They were just missing the face that goes with the body.
Pretty much.
And so I've heard that you're really shy. I mean, that's your name, ShyPhoebe, right? It's in the name.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're showing your nude body online.
Yeah.
How? I mean, yeah. Like, are you really shy? That's my question. Like, or are you just saying like, "Oh, I'm the shy girl. I'm not." No, to get people interested.
I feel like I always get these comments, or like people are in the Twitch chat as well. They're like, "Oh, you don't look shy to me," like, and I'm like, but how can someone look shy? Like, it's not you don't look like that. It's just like you are shy, And well, I feel like also it's better now. Well, I was like maybe 2-3 years ago. So
one, you weren't showing your face, right?
Yeah.
That's the first thing. And I mean, to be fair, you do look shy. I mean, I can sense the shyness in you a little bit,
Thank you.
Like, but so I don't think it's phony. I'm just joking a bit, but the reality is you're still, as a shy person, you're still, expressing yourself and showing your body fully nude, fully naked on these different platforms. To me, there's still the dichotomy a little. Like it doesn't really make sense. How do you make sense of it?
Well, I mean, I am still shy, especially for like around new people. I get like very like nervous and scared and like the whole shy thing, which is why the whole username, I think, to begin with, I think I am a bit more confident now, but I can't really go back and just choose a whole different name. And like I just kind of made the shy thing, or ShyPhoebe, like my whole brand. So yeah, it's even if I wanted to, I can't really change it now.
No, but how do you make sense of the fact that you're shy, but you're willing to be naked in front of hundreds of thousands of people?
I don't know. It's just I don't.
Was it like it's something natural? Like you just felt comfortable, like maybe not comfortable discussing or talking to people, but comfortable showing your body?
Yeah, because when you also don't really show your face, it's not that. It kind of feels like anonymous, even though in a sense it is not really, but yeah. You get
I understand what you're saying. I mean, not seeing the face does make it anonymous, and I think that maybe you got used to it a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you grow.
The face reveal came.
You grow into it. Like at first, like I wasn't showing like everything as well. Like I started out pretty like mild and stuff. So you just grow like into it, and you get more confident, and you just learn about it and get better at it pretty much. Yeah. And
I'm curious though, like on Reddit, you mentioned you started on Reddit, on Twitter, on Instagram, and you wanted to make some money. I don't know how do you make money? Because I know OnlyFans, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Did you start with an OnlyFans? Like,
No,
okay.
At first I just did like just random pictures or videos and stuff like that. Or just like there was this thing in the past where you would like they would book like an hour of texting with you, for example.
Okay.
And they would like pay you for it.
Just text.
Yeah, with like pictures and stuff as well. I did that for a while, but then I stopped, and then I stopped for like half a year, almost to a year, and then I moved to the UK, and then the whole OnlyFans thing started as well. So that I think it was around already, but that's when I first like knew about it or learned about it, and then it went on.
You're like,
from
fuck
there.
text. I'm going on there.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it must not be like as lucrative to just text a guy for an hour than to be on OnlyFans and have thousands of subscribers.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's different. Like, obviously, you don't get. It's not the same amount of like payment and stuff. But
how much was it?
Yeah.
If I wanted to book an hour with you back then,
I don't remember. I think it was like between 40 to 60 or something. I don't remember. It was not that like I don't know, crazy.
It's affordable.
Something.
Yeah. Pretty affordable.
Yeah.
It must have went up. I mean, if you did it today, you would ask for more, right?
Probably. Probably. It depends.
You gotta
on
go
what
into
it is.
200-300 an hour area. Yeah. So, the term e-girl.
Yeah.
Do you mind it?
No, I would
You embrace it?
Yeah, I would call myself an e-girl. Yeah, I think it's not a bad word or something, or I don't know. Like, I feel like there's like kind of like a bad stigma or like a bad vibe around the whole e-girl thing, but I feel like it's not that bad. I don't know.
No, it's not that bad at all. But it is used by certain people in a negative way.
Yeah.
So it's not a all positive term.
Yeah, that's right.
But have you you're doing not safe for work stuff content? I will say. Do you deal with some like with bullying, with sexism, with things like that?
Yeah, all the time. It's part of the job. Like at first, like in the beginning, it would be like very hurtful and stuff, but over the years you do grow kind of like a thick skin against that. Like right now, if someone just like comes into my stream or writes a comment under my pictures, like I don't really care. Like it's just I just go about my day. They don't really get to me. In the past it would bother me sometimes, but yeah.
Because I can see it. Where it's like someone goes on OnlyFans, sees you naked and all that. It's like, maybe a toxic individual. Because, you don't filter that out. If they want to pay, they pay, and they get access to this stuff, right?
Yeah.
But they can come onto your stream and they can be toxic there. And you don't want that. No one wants that.
Yeah, no.
So that must happen a lot on Twitch.
Yeah, no,
right?
It's on Instagram and TikTok.
Instagram?
Especially. TikTok is is a very toxic platform to be like a female on, honestly.
Well, maybe you should make a clip of that for our TikTok. Do you guys think TikTok is toxic? Put in the comments and subscribe.
No, honestly, like the people on I stream on TikTok as well now, and some of these comments are I'm just like wow, like who hurt you? Like why are you so mean to like some random girl online that you've like never seen before? I don't know.
It's because of the detachment that people have online. They don't think, I guess the connection is not the same than having someone face to face. And also,
yeah, exactly.
You mentioned the fact that you were anonymous a bit at the start.
Yeah.
That's the same for these guys, right?
Yeah.
They're not using their full name. You go on their TikTok, it's going to be user 354 sex. It's not the real person.
Yeah,
So,
obviously they use the safety, I guess, of the screen to just say whatever they want, which is actually funny because I had a guy before. I remember I was doing a hot tub stream and I got an email because I have my business email displayed on my socials. So sometimes there's like some individuals that think it's funny to like abuse that email with like funny or stupid, silly emails, and I got like an email from some guy, and he called me some names, and he sent it with his like real email, so I had his full name. And I like learned, like, 5 minutes on Facebook, I knew where he worked, and all that. So I don't it does happen.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I mean, do you think that people go too far when it comes to the attachment they get with you or with other e-girls online?
Sometimes, probably. I do know that there's like some stalker stuff going on for other girls. I didn't.
Never happened to you?
Not entirely. I have.
I want to know more now. We all want to know more.
So, I had someone like that was a year ago or something. When I on Twitch, I was streaming, and I had someone like dox all my information. So I had someone make accounts with like my full name, my full address, and like my business name, and like all sorts of information. They made like accounts with those names. And back then, when you followed me on Twitch, like, how the little alert would pop up, like blah blah blah, just followed you.
Yep.
And they obviously followed me, so the alert of my full name and my full address and everything, it just popped up on the screen. I was like, well, thanks for that. It was like a whole story. I was in contact with police for a long time, and yeah, it's the story with police. They never they're never really useful. So it didn't really like end up with any results, sadly. But I think I do know who it is. And
how do you know who it is?
Because there's certain information that only certain people have, or like that only certain people would know how to access. So yeah. And also there's only like certain people that would hate me so much that they would have to do such thing. And
someone you broke up with maybe in the past?
Yeah, it's an ex-boyfriend.
Got it.
Yeah. I think I did what I did was I texted like his current girlfriend. I was like, tell your boyfriend to like stay away from me or something, like, and it never happened again, so it must have worked.
yeah she was like, why are you spending all your time and energy doing this? Like,
yeah
you
exactly.
still into her? Like, it is like get it over with, like, like,
exactly. No, it's
if he has another girlfriend, then what are you doing?
Yeah, I know. It's
focus on that, dude.
Yeah,
if you're listening, focus on that, man. Come on. Now he's gonna stalk me. Talking about that, like relationships must be difficult doing e-girl stuff.
Yeah. Well,
is it?
I think there are guys who like fully, like, I have met girls who like fully embrace their girlfriend's career, and they're like managing them, and like they're doing all of these things. So I think it does work. Like, obviously there's some guys that are probably like really weird and mean about it, and they would, I don't know, just do weird stuff maybe, but it can really go both ways, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, if the money's there, it helps.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mind it, but we haven't mentioned now, so, I'll deal with it. It's fine.
Exactly.
My therapist helps me, No, but I'm sure you've experienced like backlash from it with previous relationships.
Yeah, well, obviously my ex-boyfriend.
Was that the reason?
No, the reason was just like I think I broke up with him because it was just like not a good time, and then I also met someone else after that, and so like it was just like the vibe was just not there. So I broke up with him.
What you gotta say is, it's not you, it's me. It wasn't him. It was just you. It was the timing. It was you were not there in a good space.
Yeah, no. So I think he just did not take that breakup that well. So and then obviously I started Reddit, and it kind of like I don't want to say blow up, but like people know me. I've had friends like reach out to me, be like, "Yo, I saw this girl on Reddit. Is that you?" And I was like, "Oh my god, yes."
I can notice the boobs are the same. Yeah, it's you, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, it's obviously you do recognize someone if you know someone. So if you are into that stuff and like browse Reddit, for example, and back then Reddit was still on like the thing where you can access all the communities, so you would see it if you just scroll on Reddit, you would see like posts that get a lot of upvotes there. So yeah.
There's a lot of not safe for work stuff on Reddit. Maybe more than on Twitter. Not that I know of it. I heard someone told me. It's our producer. It's in the notes here. But that's pretty nuts because like when I first got into Reddit years ago, until you kind of like dig deeper into it, right? You don't notice it, but it's there, guys. I'm just saying, it's there. There's it's pretty intense. So now you got an OnlyFans. How's that going for you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an amaranth making like 2 million a month, but I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Would you disclose how much you're making on OnlyFans?
I'm like, I can say what my best month was. It's not. Sure. I think like obviously, it's still good money. I think in my best month I made about 27 or something thousand in a month. Which is again not like amaranth kind of.
It's pretty good for the average Joe, I would say.
Exactly. Exactly.
So 27,000, but that's just OnlyFans, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
And you have other means of like revenue.
Yeah, like Twitch, for example. Yeah. Or like
how is that compared to OnlyFans? Like, not to get into like specific numbers necessarily, but like, say your best month for OnlyFans was 27,000. Is it worth doing Twitch still, or?
Well, if you are doing Twitch because you want to get paid, I wouldn't say so. It is worth it. It's more of like just another way of advertising your social media, really. Like just
your brand.
Yeah. Doesn't they do take 50% of subs and all of that. So it's not great. It's a little bit of extra income, which is always nice. But it's not crazy.
Well, it helps, I'm sure, like building that connection with your audience as well, right? Because like they get to talk to you, ask questions. I do like streaming. Yeah, like a lot. Like just talking with people and all that. It's nice. It's not just the promoting side, but also the community side. Like having the whole community there and like chatting with them and playing games or something, whatever. It's nice because it takes off the focus of being this girl online. You can be just yourself as well and just do what is fun, really. Yeah, it's fun, but I think there's like as you grow your brand, right? There must be some kind of more pressure on your shoulders.
Yeah.
To deliver, to people know who you are now more and more, and so on and so forth. Like coming from being a shy person to now getting or growing or getting some more fame, I guess, or more famous. How do you deal with that in terms of like mental health, or do you feel that pressure on your shoulders?
Sometimes, yeah, definitely. In the past, more than now. Like I can say that I was in therapy like multiple times because of that, and like the whole pressure is not just from the platform but also from other people, like just like constant negativity as well can be really hard on yourself. And I had therapy for that, and I was on medication as well. Like it's fine, but I'm feeling good now. So it is hard, and I think a lot of people don't realize that side, that's like, it's part of social media. It's not something you can avoid. Like if you're gonna do social media, that is what you're gonna have to deal with as well, which obviously is not one of the pleasant things of doing this job. But It is a lot of pressure because you know, every time you don't post or something doesn't do super well, it's like, you know, the more you post, the more income you make, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're having like a bad day and you're not posting or you're not making new content or whatever, it's just like a loss, basically, which can be really hard on yourself because you're like, oh, today I felt like crap, like being in bed all day, but that means I didn't get paid pretty much.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's being, you know, self-employed, really,
Yeah.
right? It's like if you're not feeling well, if you don't do the work, then nobody else is going to give you a paycheck, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's quite glamorous, I think, for especially like young kids, like to be like a social media personality, celebrity. But I think you're right. I mean, that side of being famous on these platforms, it can be quite difficult to deal with, and it's not meant for everyone, right?
No, absolutely. Absolutely not. That's something that I try to tell a lot of people, especially girls that are starting an OnlyFans, like fresh, or just the whole, like putting yourself out there as a girl, especially, or like especially with OnlyFans now, is that it's not for everyone, and people think that you upload a bunch of pictures and you want to make like 10,000 a month. I think that's like a whole idea that people have in their heads, which is not true, because it's more likely that your page is gonna fail and you're gonna make like little to nothing. Then and like it's gonna leave a lot of damage as well, because like your pictures and stuff is gonna be on the internet forever probably, as well. So
Yep.
like yeah, like
No, I agree. I think that, you know, there's, because people hear about
yeah,
girls making a lot of money, they
obviously.
assume most of them do. It's the same with like, you know, movie stars. Like, oh, movie stars, they make so much money. Yeah, you know how many actors are not making a dime and they're
Exactly.
eating peanut butter and jelly every day? Like, you know, and same with musicians. Musicians is terrible. You know, the gap between the super famous and the rest really
Exactly.
is
Yeah.
huge. So sports, even athletes. You know, how many people spend so many years, you know, team sports and whatnot, you know, just training and training and training. Only a fraction of a fraction of these guys actually make it and make some money. And even when you make it to the league, you got to stay there. It's the same thing. That's what you're saying. Is like you get to a certain place, but you can't just be like, all right, I've done it, so I'll just chill now, right? I'm gonna get paid. No, you still got to produce, and the more famous you get, the more you need to produce. So it's really difficult to. That being said, I do believe that guys get excited quite easily.
Yeah.
So I think sharing a nice body and whatnot just has a plus, and there's a big audience for it. Let's just put it that way. There's a big audience for it. So
It is, but I think the difference between being like amateur at home streamer or whatever, or creator, and like a movie star, for example, is just like they think that it's something that can relate to, and it's like super reachable, while it's not really. Like it takes a lot of time and work and like everything. You have to just put 200% into it, and it still might not work out. So yeah,
100%, and I think that can be like disappointing for some girls and some guys. I'm sure there's the equivalent for guys.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Right. So you know, just thinking that how easy it's gonna be because hey, there's an audience for it, right? I just gotta get naked or whatever, and you know, but it can be, and frankly, it's very similar to just Twitch in general. For example, content creation on YouTube. You know, even if it's just gaming, you know, gameplay and whatnot. It's a hard. Like, you gotta get ready for, you know, for the grind, we call it, right?
And also I've like all the spaces are just very overstimulated already. Like I always say that everyone and their mom has an OnlyFans already, you know. So you know, you have to give people a reason to follow you or to watch you or to pay you or whatever.
To pay you, yeah, because I mean, you know, people, they make, you know, an okay salary on average, and I mean, they don't got, you know, money for everyone that they might like. Why are they gonna like why do they, or should they like you more to pay you instead of all the others out there? Yeah,
exactly.
Why should they pay you?
I don't know. I would say that I put a lot of effort and thought and like care into my stuff. Like I just don't post something because I think, oh, whatever, like I need to post something, let me just do something for 5 minutes and then post it. No, it's more like I just stand behind the stuff I do, and like I don't like to put little effort into something, so I rather not post like for a few days but then post something better instead, if that makes sense. So quality over quantity is what I like more. And also I feel like a lot of people out there are scammers. A lot of girls out there are scammers, and they like to like rip people off easily of their money by promising
What
them.
does that mean?
No, like for example, there was like a whole lot of drama about girls trying to sell their pictures, and then it was like a censored picture and stuff, and people would pay like a lot of money for it, and it would not be like what they wanted or what they advertised at.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So if we buy a picture from you, you're going to be fully naked, is what you're saying?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a scammer.
No scam here. What are you known for though? Because sadly I haven't seen your content, your naked content, your not safe for work content or your OnlyFans. But what are you known for? What do people know you for?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Like, it's just very amateur and tattoos and the whole kind of like alternative vibe and that stuff, and also about video games and like nerdy a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see Pikachu's back there, some Eevee. So why don't we ask them, because I'm sure, and I hope they'll be listening to that episode. If they're on YouTube, they should let us know in the comment section below why they like you.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
especially you versus the others out there. I think it'd be good for you to know, actually.
Yeah, I would love to know.
That's great. So you've grown 100,000 plus followers just only in the last 3 years. So we've talked about, how there's a lot of OnlyFans out there. There's a lot of competition, really, right?
Yeah.
And now we'll figure out why people go to you more than others to let us know. But why do you think you got so much success that you could get over 100,000 followers in just 3 years?
I guess I was just, back then, I was always on top of what's currently like trendy or what brings good views. Like back then, I remember it was lockdown and people were at home and it was summer and the whole hot tub thing started and I jumped, I bought a hot tub quickly and put it in my garden, and my neighbors were watching me while I was standing in the hot tub for 8 hours. But it was great.
Nice.
And yeah.
Unashamed.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's all part of the job, but yeah. And also then I did more ASMR content, which back then was also kind of like a lot talked about because bigger names were like doing ASMR as well. So there was a lot of attention on the ASMR category. So I just jumped on that as well. And then I learned to like that a lot as well. And I grew that. And I think what grew me to those over 100,000 on Twitch was mainly the ASMR category, actually. So I guess they liked my ASMR content.
Have you ever done a naked hot tub stream ASMR style?
No.
You should try it.
Yeah, might do.
A new niche.
I don't want to bring all the electronic equipment close to the hot tub, to be honest.
I saw a girl recently just happened to show on my feed for some reason. She was doing ASMR, kind of very sexual. She was licking the mic.
Yeah.
That's her thing. I forgot the name. I should remember the name, but very interesting. But I was like, you're licking the mic. Isn't the mic going to get all wet? And I don't know. I was like, it is like a blue mic, the blue
Yeah.
Yeti mic or something.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe it's waterproof and we don't know. You know.
I don't think it is. I was doing that as well. But
Oh, yeah?
I didn't have that Blue Yeti microphone. I have I have it right here. It's like, you know, the
the ears
microphone.
Yeah.
Which is like a plastic, like a silicone thing. So
Yeah.
I did have problems with it getting wet actually, and it was making like I think something inside was not well, and it was making like
Okay.
pop sounds. So
you would be licking the ears, like the little plastic ears on the
yeah,
outside? Yeah.
I did that for a while as well. Yeah,
Interesting.
I've done it all.
So I'm going to jump into another segment, which is called You Said What?
Okay.
And I want to get your take on it. You said, I don't know what to stream anymore. LOL. Hot tub streamers are getting mass reported and banned, and so do girls in ASMR now too. Like, what do you think? How will Twitch evolve moving forward, or should evolve moving forward with not safe for work content? Because, as you said, and I agree, they've been kind of, you know, very fast, and you know, their ban hammers is really kind of like not too close to their desk, if I may say, like like that, you know.
Sure. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't think that not safe for work, like as a whole, has really a place on Twitch, but I do disagree with their decisions of banning people for something they made. Like, they made the ASMR category, and they made the hot tub category, and they made clear like rules that you have to wear a bikini in the hot tub, and girls wear the bikini, and then they still get banned for inappropriate attire, which doesn't make any sense. I think what Twitch needs to do is have clear guidelines and clear communication with streamers about why they're being banned for and what they need to change so they don't get banned anymore. Like, I was banned as well for ASMR before for like 7 days, and that was my first ban. It was 7 days straight away, and I was talking to Twitch staff actually about it, and I was like, well, why did I get a 7-day ban like instantly, while there's literally half of the category doing the same stuff that I did during that stream?
What did you do?
It was just the normal ear licking stuff, but again,
you gave the guy a boner. He was like, no, that's 18 plus. What is it?
No, it wasn't like, I don't want to say that it was super sexual or anything either. And also, what frustrated me.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm not saying they should have banned at all. Quite the contrary. But ear licking is quite sexual, I think. You know, I think it is
in a way, yeah. But you know, I've seen girls push the boundary with ear licking even more than what I did, and there still are. They still are doing it, and they have not been banned, which is what personally annoys me so much, that I was banned for something that others are still doing, and they clearly didn't get banned. And then when I asked Twitch staff about it, and I said, look, like, they're literally streaming it right now. Why did I get banned? Can you please reverse it, since I clearly don't see that I was in the wrong here. They just said that they can't tell me for like safety reasons or something. And I was like, well, what am I supposed to do with that information? Like, that doesn't help me.
I completely agree. I mean, you know, the fact that I think that ear licking sexual is completely beyond the point that you're making, which I completely agree, in the sense that they should tell you, they should be straight up, and frankly, they should even warn you. Like, why would they ban you 7 days? They should be like, listen, I know our rules are kind of like really, you know, kind of not super precise, whatever. They wouldn't do that, but, you know, let's say I'm Twitch 2.0. So, like, you know, but hey, listen, we saw this specifically that you did, and we didn't like it. So if you could stop doing it, please. And then here's a warning. And now you've been warned. They can put it like in text, send you an email. They have your email and all that. There's no reason to ban people and be like, oh no, we won't tell you. What? Imagine if it was the police. Hey, sir, you're being arrested. Okay, what have I done? We can't tell you for safety reasons. You're like, what
exactly.
What do you mean? Like, it's the same thing, and you're not the only person that had to go through this.
Yeah.
And sadly, you're not the last either, because there's gonna be a lot more, sadly. But that's just the reality of it.
Yeah, shame. I just it is a shame. Like I just don't understand why. Like it's such an easy thing to do as well. To just like, I'll take my ban if you just tell me what was it that I was banned for, so I can avoid it in the future and not risk another ban.
You can spend the 7 days thinking about how to avoid that in the future, instead of just being in the blank of like, what have I done? I'm just being frustrated about the fact that you can't stream anymore for 7 days.
And the other thing is that they need to treat everyone equally on the platform. It doesn't matter if you're a guy, it doesn't matter if you're a girl, it doesn't matter what category you stream in. Like, if you have rules, you need to enforce them on everyone, and not just 3 out of 5 channels and the other 2 are fine and don't get banned. Like, it doesn't matter. I know that there's a lot of like drama, especially around those big names getting away with everything, it seems, and like smaller streamers doing the same thing and then they get banned, and I think that's wrong. I know that obviously they do it because it brings them a lot of money and probably like ad money, and I don't know. I don't want to know, to be honest. But I just don't think it's fair to act that way. And I think that everyone should be treated and just like treated equally.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Listen up, Twitch. Listen up. Got another tweet. You posted that September last year. If you seriously think a girl in a bikini is 18 plus and sexually suggestive, I pray to God that you will never set a foot on the beach or go to the pool. You are the problem. A little vomiting face here. Well, what prompted this tweet from you?
I think that was back when a lot of hot tub streamers were getting banned, or like there have been a few like ban waves in the hot tub section where a lot of streamers will get banned, and I think a lot had to do with just trolls mostly, and trolls reporting, and like there's a lot of trolls in the hot tub category in general. So, and they were obviously like super happy to see all them girls getting banned, and like
the ban test made them happy.
Yeah, exactly. And I had like what the number one thing that most people say when they come into a hot tub stream is, how is this allowed, or like how is this not 18 plus or something? And I tweeted that because when you go to the beach or when you go to a pool or a spa or whatever, you're gonna see girls in bikinis, and you're not gonna like want to unzip your pants. So
Yeah, and then some beaches in Europe, you're gonna see topless.
Yeah, exactly.
Women as well. It's not.
I mean,
like
there are those nude beaches. I've never been to
not even
one,
nude.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even nude. In France, there's this beach.
I remember.
I have family in France, and I remember going there. I was a kid. I was like 13 or something, and my grand aunt or great aunt, whatever, she was, she just took off her top of the bikini.
Yeah,
it was in the 90s. I was just like, what are you doing? Like, and I wasn't used to it. But that's the thing. Like, she wasn't the only one on the beach doing that.
Yeah, it's quite. I don't know if it's common in European countries to do that on beaches. Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like, I mean,
let's not get into the. I mean, I kind of want. No, but I kind of want to get into the conversation, but I also don't. It's like, why do guys show their tits and girls don't? It's like that's to me is the stupidest thing ever. Frankly, like, because they're bigger. Hey, guess what? There's some guys that got some good titties out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, all right, come on, like, so it's. I get it. I get it.
Yeah. So it was just a tweet out of frustration about them just acting like this, I guess, and Twitch seemingly giving in to those trolls, just reporting them for whatever reason, even though there's not, like, how can you be banned wearing a bikini in a pool for inappropriate attire. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does not.
It doesn't.
Because I'm sure if I was in my Speedo
Yeah.
in the same pool, it'd be just fine.
I think there was actually a guy streaming in a Speedo on Twitch before, and I think he was banned as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can see a lot more than you'd like, but yeah.
No, but still, like,
Yeah.
if you would go to a beach in real life and someone was wearing that, would he get kicked out? Or
Well, the problem is, again, it's about clarity of rules, right?
Yeah, exactly,
Like,
exactly.
If you're like, for example, like, you know how, I'm sure bikinis with girl like with a little like string
Yeah.
in the back, and I mean, if they bend over and you can basically see their butthole, at least you know,
yeah.
like technically she's wearing a bikini, but it's up to Twitch to be like, hey, listen, if we can see some part of your butthole,
Yeah.
then that's a no-go. It just needs to be
Yeah.
in the rules. That's
Yeah,
it. And if it's in the
exactly.
rules, then it's clear. That's all. That's it.
Yeah, no.
Easy
I
problem
agree.
fixed.
Yeah,
Done.
like, I don't know. It seems such an easy fix, and I don't know why they wouldn't just, everyone would just be so much happier if they could just write it down, like clarify the rules, and everyone could just stick to it, and then no more bans, no more problems. I don't know.
Everybody's happy.
Exactly.
It's not that complicated.
It isn't. It really isn't.
Got another tweet.
Mm-hmm.
I get more nervous when I'm in a room full of girls in the gym than the room full of guys. So,
I
well,
tweeted
first of
that
all,
recently.
why is that?
I
Why
don't
is that?
know.
Let's start with that.
I don't know. I think girls are often more intimidating than guys are. I don't know what it is. It's just a feeling. Girls have that, when you go somewhere and they like look at you from your face to the toes, and they're like acting weird and like acting as they're much better than everyone else.
Like
yeah.
bitchy. Can we
Yeah,
say this?
yeah.
Bitchy? Okay.
Yeah. So, and guys, I don't really care. When I go to the gym and guys look at me, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Like, but when other girls, they're kind of like
If
judging
you want to know more, go to my OnlyFans. That's it.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
this.
But when it's like girls and they like kind of judge you and stuff, it's
Yeah.
different. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just, it feels different, and it's very, very, it can be very like nerve-wracking to be in like today. But I was in the gym today, and I was again in a in a room full of girls, and it was kind of like intimidating. And the more they come in, the more nervous you get, because you don't want to do anything wrong, because they kind of judge you for it. And when a guy walks in, just like whatever.
Yeah. Have you ever encountered any like fans in person where it's kind of like a creepy experience of like, I don't know.
Not face to face, but there was this one time where I used to live. I was walking the dog, and someone on Reddit messaged me a few days after, saying, "Oh, I think I saw you on the street there with walking the dog." And I was like, "What? I don't think so." Like, that was back when I didn't show my face as well. And they told me like the exact street and the exact location, and it matched. So like someone saw me at home basically walking the dog. So that was kind of like, whoa,
Maybe the
okay.
tattoos?
Yeah, it is.
Give it away,
It
yeah.
was, it was the tattoos, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the only time really that I was recognized, I guess.
Yeah.
Or
Really?
that someone said that they recognized me.
'Cause if you go to TwitchCon, I mean,
Yeah,
I see the
at
TwitchCon badge,
at TwitchCon as well. There were a few, but obviously when you go to TwitchCon, you kind of like expect
it.
Yeah.
Okay, but still no creepy behavior. It was like, kind of a gentleman approach.
Yeah. There was one guy at TwitchCon last year. It was me and my friend. We were walking together, and they were wearing like cleavage, and some guy came, and he was like staring at her boobs and was like, "Whoa, they look even better in real life," or something. And I was like,
Oh
"Okay."
no, dude. Oh no. Wow.
Yeah. that was really the only time though that something weird like happened like that, to be honest. Yeah.
Some people, they don't get out enough. They don't know how to behave.
I think most guys are nice, to be honest, and like the ones that are mean, they would never say it to you in real life anyways. So
well, I mean, I don't think the person that you just mentioned, it's not mean per se.
no,
it's just,
yeah, or
like,
weird, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a bit like, dude, you don't say that. You can think it, sure, whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like, don't say it out loud.
Yeah.
There's people, like, there's someone listening. They, she's right there in front of you. Like, this is not something you say.
No, not really, no.
Yeah, not really. Great. So, trivia time. Are you ready for some questions? Got 10 questions for you.
Okay.
Okay. To get to know you a bit more. You'll see. You'll see. Know if you know if you know Austria. I see a few Austrian questions here.
Oh dear.
What is the capital of Austria?
It's Vienna.
It is. What does the H in H2O stand for?
Oh, water, or like, you mean the actual?
The actual, like, element.
I don't know that one.
Hydrogen.
Yeah.
How many states are there in Austria? 7, 8, or 9?
Oh well, let me count them actually.
Sure. 4, 2. We got 7. We got number 14 and 15.
I think it's 8.
I'm being a dick, but no, it's 9. It's 9.
It's 9. Okay.
Yeah. I messed it up for
Close
you.
enough.
I'll take the blame on that one. What is a baby goat called?
A baby goat?
Yeah, I don't know why goat is in here. But yeah, baby goat.
I didn't know they had a name, to be honest. I would just call it baby goat.
Hey, listen, it's supposedly called a kid.
Oh, I know that you call baby deer like a kid as well. I didn't know that you called baby goats a kid as well.
There you go. Now we know. I didn't know either. So
okay.
Does Austria share a border with France?
No.
No. What year was Twitch founded?
Oh my god. Wasn't it like 2007 or something?
11.
11, okay.
Yeah. What is the national dish of Austria?
Oh, maybe I'm not sure about between two things. It might be
top two.
It might be Wiener Schnitzel or something called Kaiserschmarrn, which is
so okay. One second. So you said Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah.
Don't you say Wiener Schnitzel?
Yeah. I don't
Come
know.
on.
I always feel...
Wiener Schnitzel. Come on, you got to say it with some German accent there. Yes, that is the national dish of Austria.
Interesting.
What is... I'm confused why Scooby-Doo's in here. Do you like Scooby-Doo?
I don't know. I mean, I think I watched it as a child maybe a few times, but
what is Scooby-Doo's full name?
Oh my god.
Is it Scoober-Doo or Albert-Doo?
I would say the first one probably.
Yeah, Scoober-Doo. What is the population of Austria? 900,000, 9 million, or 19 million?
The second one, 9 million?
Yes, that is. And the last
Sounds
one.
About right.
Who owned all the swans in England?
Oh, the Queen.
The Queen. The
Yeah,
Queen did.
I know that because they're protected and you can't harm them because they're protected by the Queen.
Yeah, that is true. So, I think you've answered quite well these different answers.
Try.
Although the goat and the Scooby-Doo questions were like left field ones, but the rest pretty much spot on except a couple. But I messed with you on a couple as well. ShyPhoebe, we're already done with the episode. It's already over. It's been an absolute pleasure to get to know you more. For me, it was a brand new discovery.
Yeah.
Right. So
glad I could help.
I'm glad to have had you on the show. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for inviting me.
Of course, and I'll invite every one of you guys listening at home to check ShyPhoebe out on Twitch at ShyPhoebe at twitch.tv/ShyPhoebe. It's ShyPhoebe everywhere. On Instagram, it's shy.phoebe. She has an OnlyFans. Just saying. I'm sure she's on Reddit. There's other links that you guys can search ShyPhoebe if you want to know more about ShyPhoebe. Don't forget to like, subscribe, come back next week for another episode of Streamforge Radio. Phoebe, thank you again for participating.
So
and thank you for listening, guys. See you next week.